Welcome to Climax Scots Football TV, a special home opener segment. The Panthers ran their record to 2-0 and stretched their SCAA winning streak to 46 games Friday with an impressive 58-3 win over Colon at Big Blue Stadium. The Panthers once again relied on an impressive ground game, churning out a season-high 424 yards on the ground after a 390-yard effort in the season opener. The CS defense was just as sharp, allowing just 58 yards on the ground. However, the Magi did collect 76 yards in the air. Colon took an early lead on a 27-yard field goal by Dane Wilson at the 6:41 mark of the first quarter, but it was all CS the rest of the way.
4th and 4 field goal.
CS immediately retaliated when James Bilkey scored on a 19-yard run with 3:15 left in the first quarter. The two-point attempt was no good. The Panther defense held the Magi without a first down, and the Panthers were soon back into the end zone when Nathan Vickery scored on a 4-yard run burst up the middle with 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Adam Shantz ran in the two-point conversion for a 14-3 CS lead after one quarter. While the CS defense continued to flourish, the offense was just as impressive in the second frame. Shantz scored on a 49-yard run with 7:10 left in the first half. However, the two-point conversion was no good. James Bilkey then dented the goal line on a 25-yard run, and Dylan Butler completed a pass to Alex Ridenour on the two-point conversion, giving CS a 28-3 lead at halftime. The Panther offensive surge and ferocious defensive effort continued in the second half. Shantz, who scored 4 touchdowns in the season opener, scored his second touchdown of the game at the 10:23 mark of the third quarter on a 22-yard scamper for a 34-3 CS lead. Noah Eschheis ran in the two-point conversion. After the CS defense once again frustrated the Magi, Bilkey scored his third touchdown on a very impressive 47-yard romp with 8:13 left in the third quarter. Austin Liska kicked the extra point for a 43-3 advantage. CS's tough defense set up the next Panther score when Vickery claimed his second interception of the season and returned it 40 yards to the Colon 10-yard line. Noah Eschheis then expanded the score to 49-3 on a 10-yard touchdown run at the 6:58 mark, and Butler found Tellis in the end zone for the two-point conversion, bumping the score to 51-3. Tellis found a hole along the left side of the line and streaked down the left sidelines for a 54-yard touchdown run with 50 seconds left in the third quarter for a 57-3 Panther lead. And Austin Liska's successful extra point kick sent the home team into the final frame with a 58-3 lead. After the game, Adam Shantz, Matt Middleton, and Coach Langs talked about some of the many positives they saw from the game.
Okay. Boy, Adam, what a great game today. You personally, you had a nice game, but just talk about that was a big team win, wasn't it?
It was. It really was. It was a big team win because of mentality. We had to be mentally tough. Coming off last week, there was a lot of emotions, excitement, big school. We come in, the big league game, first one, Colon coming in battling hard. They're trying to win just like everybody else. Mentally, I think we played a great game.
And what impressed me is you get that big lead, and you guys never stop working hard. Is that what the mentality is? We're going to play hard that second half, the whole
For
quarter?
sure. When you get down to the green and white, blue and white, you have to be mentally tough. Once we got up, some things went our way. Coach was screaming. The seniors were leading. You got to stay disciplined, keep playing great football.
And now you've got Adrian Lenaway Christian back here at home next week. You got to stay mentally sharp for that, don't you?
We do, and next week's a new gig. School's starts Tuesday, so we're going to be tired. Things are going to be happening, so we got to stay mentally tough. It's another big league game. They're 2-0, I believe, so it's going to be another great game.
I was going to ask you, too, Colon got out on that 3-0 lead on you guys. Of course, it was early. You don't let those deficits bother you, obviously, do you?
No, we don't. It's almost fun to get down. You got to battle. Like last year, Colon was up on us 14-0 like that, and kind of same feeling. The seniors had that going into this, so we knew that Colon was come out. They were going to try getting us, so we played off that the deficit, and I think we did a great job.
Well, good job today, and good luck next week, there,
Thanks,
sir. Why now? At Middleton, boy, you guys a big offensive surge tonight. A lot of credit's got to go to that O-line. Just talk about how your backs responded to your blocking.
The running backs did a great job tonight. They really read our blocks well. We a lot of the times we had to go, the running backs had to go inside because we had outside blocks, and they just read it really well. We'd go up, we talked to the running backs before the play, say, you know, we got to keep it inside this play, and they do it really well. And you can see by the score we did pretty well.
Now, when they make a big run like that, you had a lot of big runs. Do they come back and tell you guys good job?
Oh, every single time. All the running backs are great about putting the glory to the linemen. They're really just awesome guys. I love all of our running backs.
You guys really came out focused tonight. Was that the intent to get off to a big start?
Yeah, you know, being our home opener against Colon. Colon's a tough team. We're really glad that we could go out there and just really work hard. And I'm glad that we scored some points and stuff.
Now, 2-0 is a great start. You got Adrian Lenawee Christian next Friday. What do you expect from that team?
They're another really tough opponent. I think they were second in our conference last year. Just really good team. I mean, we got to come out there and we got to really focus up this week at practice.
And then finally, Matt, just talk about the environment here at Big Blue Stadium. I mean, it's always special with the home opener. It's a special night, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You know, as Coach Lang says, you know, you smell the popcorn. We're waiting in the tunnel. You can smell the popcorn. It's almost overpowering. You run out into the field and you see the crowd, and it's so much.
That's great, Matt. Well, congratulations on a big win tonight.
Thank you, Scoop.
What a beautiful display of offense tonight. Just talk about that line and that whole backfield.
Yeah, it's multiple kids in that backfield, right? There's a lot of kids, and we said that. It comes down to the blocking and the physicality, so the linemen did a great job. And the running backs run hard, though. I mean, they block for each other, too. I mean, they're blocking as much as the linemen are. And sometimes it didn't matter who was in. All the running backs did a nice job there.
I was talking to L.J. Belke there earlier, and we talked about how hard your team plays for 4 quarters. You have a big lead, and he was serious. He says, it's the Climax Scots way. We come out, we want to win that second half.
Yeah, and it is, and I think we always lean on our seniors, right? And I thought they did a nice job. We talked about it. You know, you've got things that you're trying to work to get better at, technique-wise. We call it eye discipline, and I thought our seniors did a really good job of keeping everybody focused and finishing that thing strong.
And I guess as long as we're talking about the offense, Kevin, you've got a lot of balance back in that backfield, a lot of people to turn to.
Yeah, that's kind of unique when you only have 18 kids, right?
Yeah.
And you got kids who can rotate in, so that does help you a little bit because that allows some kids to give kids rest, and and it didn't really make each one of those kids can probably break one off, and so that's unusual for a small school.
Adrian Lenawee Christian in here next Friday. What type of battle you expect?
Well, they're 2-0. They beat Detroit Community, beat Britton Deerfield. They've been scoring points. Coach Will Harms does a nice job. So we expect it to be a good, they were 8-1 last year and they only had 1 loss in the regular season. That was us. So we expect another good battle.
And I got to ask you finally, one of your seniors, Austin Liska, you're big on school, have positive about the school and everything. He said, we're going to start a new tradition. He marched your team over to the band after the game, and they did the fight song together. You haven't seen that ever here.
No, it was the first time, Coach Cups, did the band. Was our band awesome tonight?
Yep.
And he wrote a song, the alma mater, right?
Yeah.
We did that. And then, that was a new tradition. Then he picked somebody to be a football player, I think, right? Conducted the band.
Austin.
So that was kind of a neat thing. So, and that's Coach Cup and the band. And, wow, what a neat thing, again, as we talk about. It's not just football. It's the band, it's the community, it's an environment. We had a gentleman, Matt West, who brought his son out just so he could experience this atmosphere. He said it's so much different than Marshall. And he said to come here and there's that certain feeling, like I think you mentioned, compared to some other games you've been at. And so we give that credit to the community and what we've been blessed with. So.
It is a neat place to be. And finally, you got a shout out tonight for us?
Well, tomorrow Wheaton takes on Illinois Benedictine, opens the season, so we're rooting for the defensive coordinator and the rest of the team. And how about hope, right? Kirk Gibson will lead the Dutchman out as a captain, with a 110-year history of Hope College, and he's going to be one of those rare guys who gets a chance to be a captain of that football program. So go Dutchman and go Thunder.
That is beautiful. And your USA coach is here tonight and his beautiful wife.
Yeah, USA got a big win last night, Marlette and the Thumb, and I watched their team on tape. I thought USA played well last night, and so we're excited for the Climax Scots of the Thumb area.
Well, Coach Slanes, congratulations on another win tonight.
Thanks, Scoop.
A new tradition was started when senior Austin Liska led the CS band performing the fight song with his teammates huddled in front of the band and singing. Remember, the Panthers will remain at home September 9 when the team hosts Adrian Lenawee Christian at 7 p.m. Reporting live from Big Blue Stadium in the home opener, this is Scoop for www.theclimaxcrescent.com.
What big happy blue?
Stay down.